Hi friends, in this video I would like to share some problems on testing of hypothesis. In the last class I explained about procedure on testing of hypothesis. Now we do some problems on this type. Actually there are so many methods which depending on testing of hypothesis, like single mean, difference of means, single proportion, difference of proportions for any sample. Whereas in particularly for small sample, that is for t-test, f-test and chi-square test, which are also used this testing of hypothesis. First we discuss about a problem which contains a mean. Sometimes he may give average in place of mean. Once we identify these, we can confirm it is a mean problem, which can be done by the procedure of testing of hypothesis. First we discuss a problem is given below. Given that a sample of 64 students have a mean weight of 70 kgs. A mean weight of 70 kgs. Can this be regarded as a sample from a population mean weight of 56 kgs with a standard deviation of 25 kgs? Right, from given data we are having the number of students n. Here the number of students is equals to n is equals to 64, which represents a sample of large. Why? Because when we say n less than 30, then it is a small sample, otherwise a large sample. So we can usually take one mean problem. Why? Because once you observe here mean weight, mean weight represents, mean indicates one mean problem. Why? Because he given only one mean. Also n is equals to 64, and what is the sample mean? Sample mean can be represented with x bar and is given as 70 kgs. Also population weight, that is nothing but mean of population, is represented with mu is equals to 56 kgs, and standard deviation which can be represented with sigma, which is also given 25 kgs. Now by the method of testing of hypothesis we have we already know this procedure having 5 steps, in which first step is known as null hypothesis. Step 1, null hypothesis. Generally null hypothesis is represented with h naught or sometimes h0 and is taken as the given information is as it is. That is, here mu is equals to 56 is given, that's why I am doesn't change anything. I am taking as it is, mu is equals to 56 kgs. Now the step 2 is alternative hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis, which can be represented by H1. H1. We already know alternative hypothesis contradicts the given null hypothesis, which means mu must be not equals to 56. In particularly when he mentioned either less than or greater than, you can take, otherwise you can take mu not equals to 56, which means that is a two-tailed test. Actually we know there are three types of test. One is left tail test, another one is right tail test, last one is two-tailed test. When he doesn't mention any particular value either less than or greater than, you should always choose a two-tailed test. Now the step 3 tells level of significance. Level of significance. Level of significance can be represented with alpha. Generally in any problem alpha may he gives, but here he doesn't mention any particular alpha value. That's why we choose alpha as 5%. Or that is can be expressed as 0.05. Now I would like to go the important step, that is step 4. Step 4 is the calculation part, which decides the calculation as well as the method suitable to given data. This is called test statistic. Generally test statistic is represented with Z and is for the given information. We know that Z is equals to x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. Here x bar is 70 kgs minus mu is 56 kgs by sigma is 25 kgs by under root of 64. On simplifying with calci, we get 4.48. That is Z is equals to 4.48. The calculated value, this is called test statistic. The last step which decides the given data which is acceptable or not by fifth step, that is making decision. Making decision sometimes called as conclusion. How you take a decision? Here Z is called calculated value, and in place of Z we can take tabular value which is called significant value, or Z alpha is 1.96, which can be taken from tables, which represents the value of Z at alpha is equals to 5% for a two-tail test is 1.96. Here the calculated value is greater than significant value, that is table value. That means 4.48 is greater than 1.96. Of course, we already know whenever the given calculated value got more than 3, we can ultimately reject the null hypothesis. Hence, we can conclude or making decision as reject the null hypothesis. Reject the null hypothesis. Friends, this is about first method.